What's going on? I'm gonna do a couple bracketology videos leading up until March Madness. First two games, the first four are on Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. Selection Sunday's this Sunday, where the brackets are announced. Probably my favorite day. It's honestly probably my favorite sports day of the year, like bigger than Super Bowl. Just for the simple fact that the Super Bowl's fun and the event's fun, but I'm really into analyzing things and like the Selection Sunday when that bracket comes out. There's not a there's nothing better to when you're a sports fan. There's nothing more you can analyze in all of sports than the March Madness bracket. And as much as I analyze it and waste a lot of time doing it, I'll never get it right. But hey, it's fun. Anyway, I'm gonna do a couple bracketologies, 101s, just giving some insight on my opinions up until the games start. This is my first one. I'm just gonna probably talk about some random teams here or there. Right now, I'm watching Memphis versus UConn. I actually have money on both of them to win the championship. Put a little bit of money on them, just like $10 a piece. But yeah, let's talk that first, actually, real quick. The teams I have money on to win the championship in college basketball, and by far the best one. I've talked about this a lot on my Facebook and posted stuff on my Instagram, and but I got to keep talking about it because it's a great bet. Probably my greatest bet I've ever bet. There's even an article about people who bet Wichita State anywhere from 60 to 1 to 100 to 1 in Vegas to win the championship before, like in November, December, which I did in December 2nd. I bet Wichita State 75 to 1 odds to win the championship. 75 to 1 odds, you can't get them at 6 to 1. I mean, 6 to 1 is what MGM had them at. And MGM had them at 6 to 1 before they won their conference tournament, which would be 3 games before. Now they're 34-0, but I get them at 75 to 1 odds. So Wichita State, I got Creighton. Creighton, I got at 75 to 1 odds, which are great odds. I got St. Louis at 100 to 1 odds. I got Cincinnati Bearcats. I got them in 2 different bets. I get them online at 100 to 1 odds, and I got them on a Vegas ticket at 30 to 1. I got VCU, it's Virginia Commonwealth. Got them at 60 to 1. I got Memphis at 50 to 1. Memphis at 75 to 1. UConn at 75 to 1. North Carolina at 50 to 1. Wisconsin somewhere like 40 to 1 or 50 to 1. Got them in a nice bet because they're pretty low now too. Iowa at 40 to 1. Iowa State, got them at like 30 to 1. Who else? I think I got a couple more. I think I got like Umass. So I'll run through them one more time. So I got to win the championship. I got Wichita State. This is my bets I have to win for the March Madness. I got Wichita State, Creighton, St. Louis, Cincinnati, VCU, Iowa, Iowa State, Memphis, UConn, UCLA was one I didn't say. UMass, Wisconsin. I got one at Ole Miss, but they might not even make the tournament. So those are about the 12 I got. And the ones that I honestly think have a good shot, I mean, honestly, I think a lot of them have a good shot. I mean, from the ones that money-wise, where I'm invested a lot in, is Wichita State and Creighton, because I got nice money on them. But I mean, in St. Louis as well, I like all 3 of those teams, and I think they're all can make a really good run. I know people don't have, it's the most, it's the most parity in college basketball maybe in history this year. But people still want to be like, oh, well, who Wichita played? Creighton's a small team, St. Louis, Like, guys, it's the biggest parity in history. Any team can win. I don't care if you're fucking, I wouldn't be surprised if a 13 seed, is in the Final Four this year. I mean, any team can beat any team this year. This is going to be the most crazy year ever. I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a single number 1 or 2 seed in the Final Four. I mean, this year is absolutely crazy, bananas. But anyway, so I'll end this one saying my teams to watch out for, I would keep an eye on. Besides those teams that I bet, Wichita State. Watch Wichita State and Creighton. I'm telling you, watch them when you're filling out your bracket. Wichita State and Creighton. But I'm gonna say watch out for an A10 team, Atlantic 10. And the Atlantic 10 teams I'm telling you to watch out for are St. Louis, UMass, VCU, and Dayton. Okay? more the first three I said, St. Louis, UMass, VCU, but VCU they have the most pressure defense in the nation. They lead the nation in steals, which is always translates well in the tournament. UMass has arguably, in my opinion, the best point guard in the nation, one of the best point guards in the nation, and Chaz Williams is his name. Senior point guard is stud. Averages like 16 points, 8 assists a game. Just really gets the team involved. I like UMass a lot. And then St. Louis, Jordair Jett. He's one of the most smartest poker face players I've seen in a long time. In St. Louis, and his name is Jordair Jett. And St. Louis is also one of 3 teams in the nation with their whole starting lineup is seniors. One of 3 teams. So one of 3 teams out of, 330 teams to start 5 seniors. St. Louis is one of them. That always transcends good into college basketball, especially in the tournament. So so basically this bracketology right here, 101, is I'm standing up for Wichita State, Creighton, St. Louis, UMass, VCU. That's what this one's about. I'm telling you, when you're filling out your brackets, remember those names: Wichita State, Creighton, UMass, VCU, St. Louis. Trust me, I promise you. I've broken this shit down hard. I've looked deep into it, and those teams to watch out for when you're filling out your bracket. All right, I'll keep this going. I'll probably do about 5 teams each time, leading up to the tournament. I'll do one probably each day. All right, peace, love, March Madness. I love it. Cheers.